Hiya, Mark Beaumont, ride for Royal Orange. Here we are at basic route section here, a little bit slick. The boys are going to give it a try. Right, the main thing is on a route section steep like this, keep your weight over the back and try and stay light on all the routes so you don't slip out. Neil did it fairly well then, carried his speed all the way through, not stalling on any of the bumps. See the same again, it's a section a lot faster, hitting a bigger route and clearing some others as opposed to keeping his wheels light and just skipping over the top of them. And not too much on the front brake, causing your front wheel to slide out. Making sure to brake early on the dirt and not on the roots causing you to slip. This turn's quite steep as you go in, so keep your weight back, push your legs into the ground to turn the bike. Always line choice is important. Picking a clear line for you to set up for the next turn. Like, not always the outside is the best to get the good line for the turn. Maybe the inside will be clearer and you can brake earlier still to make the turn. Just for that guy, as he is riding down, he's not relaxed at all. He's really heavy on his brakes and his body is all stiff. You need to be relaxed and just keep it all smooth. If you approach a route thinking you're going to slip, it's almost always the case that you do actually slip out on the route. You believe you're going to grip or don't think about slipping, you usually get through and carry your speed. It's an off-camber left-hand corner with vicious, very vicious routes all the way across. That was perfect by Ben then. You come into a cleaner line on the outside, used the turn well, and then went high across the routes, keeping his weight on his outside foot the same, and carried his speed through. If you do need to brake, you need to brake lightly and choose a clean spot where there are not so many routes. George Atherton is going to approach the section next. He's had a lot of experience from this, so he should know what he's doing. You just need to keep your weight back and try not to grab at your brakes, just like lightly feather them to slow you down. Okay, so he carried his speed in the same. He had trust in his tyres and also believing that he was going to grip all the way across. So he did it well, kept his weight on his outside foot and not braking too hard all the way through the section. Thanks very much for joining me in Donoghue in France. This is Route Techniques. Just keep practicing.
You've got to know how far you can take the bike really, and you've got to know, like, that's just pushing his stress. All he needs to do now is just bring it back a fraction and he'll get across there. When you're hitting each route, it's going to slow the bike down gradually. But that was ideal because Mark hopped over the route, so he's going to skip instead. You see those guys there? You take that to its extreme, it's just going to make the bike stop. You're trying to get over them and make the bike flow onto flat spaces. It's not slowing the bike down. Almost like a rhythm sort of section. Sometimes you can think too hard about routes and lines like that, and very rarely, maybe the sheep line where everyone else has followed might actually be the fastest line down. Because here it's quite good, there's like a massive rut and it's nice and smooth. It might be faster to go that way. You know, never discount that kind of obvious line or this line that everyone else takes.